Alright. Okay, so sige, I'm gonna share my screen. Alright, so your homework here says the formula mass of calcium arsenate. So first, what is the chemical formula for calcium arsenate?
Chemical formula.
Ah,
Wait.
so
Ca3As2.
wait up. Wait up. Hindi ba polyatomic ion ng arsenate?
Wala.
Yeah, so polyatomic ion siya. Wait up. Where is the file that I sent you dati before? Wait up. Let's see. I'll find that first. Yung polyatomic ion files, I think. And I think this one, if I'm not mistaken. Ayan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one, arsenate. Let's find. Do you have arsenate here? Kasi hindi ko na siya matandaan eh. It's been a long time.
Wala.
Pero, ang arsenate, if I'm not mistaken, di ba? Para siyang polyatomic ion. So, arsenate is actually ito. Hi. Arsenate is this one. So, it's arsenic with 4 oxygen. So, but the arsenate ion is ASO4, yeah. So arsenate is wait up. The arsenate ion is ASO3 minus. An arsenate is any compound that contains this ion. But it also says arsenate is AS5 plus. Wait up. So if you have calcium, but the chemical formula is ASO3 minus. Ito siya, the arsenate ion is ASO3 minus 4. If you have calcium is, here's a periodic table. Calcium has 2 plus. So you would have okay. Pero sabi, arsenate chemical formula. Ito nga, tama. So arsenate, can you see my screen?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So it says arsenate has this ion. So if arsenate is SaO4 3 minus and you have calcium group 2, how do you write now calcium arsenate?
Wait.
So sabi, you have calcium. What's the charge of calcium?
2.
2 plus, right? And then you have the arsenate ion. Arsenate ion is SaO4, but the charge is 3 minus. So you have ASO4. Yeah. So how do you combine calcium arsenate? How do you write that as one compound?
Ca3. Open close parenthesis. So 4, 2.
So you would have calcium 3, tama?
Yes.
ASO4,
4.
and then
2.
2. All right. Okay, now let's try to solve now. Let's go to your assignment. So your assignment is calculate the formula mass of calcium arsenate. So let's go back to your periodic table. Now, what's the mass of calcium? How many atomic mass unit is calcium? Which number do you look
40.
for? Very good. So calcium is 40. So let's write that down. So when I do this, I try to write down from here. So let's try to write from here. So you have calcium, you have 3 calcium ions times 40. And then arsenic. Let's go to arsenic. How many arsenic ions do you have?
Arsenic ions, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
2, very good. So 2 times, what is the atomic mass unit of arsenic?
Atomic 75.
75. Where's arsenic? Here. So very good. So you have 75. How about, how about, so 2 times 75. And then how about oxygen?
12,
How many oxygen ions do you have?
4.
Is it just 4?
Oh, wait, 1. 3.
Uh-huh. Look at oxygen here. You have ASO4, but the whole are
Times 2.
very good.
8, 8.
8 times. What's the atomic mass unit of oxygen?
16.
16 ba?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So, can you calculate now the formula mass of calcium arsenate? So you have here. Can you check my math if I did it correctly? What's your answer?
And then
Same?
51, 28. Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, I'll give you a seat word. So first, so let's go back to your polyatomic ions. Can you tell me what the formula is if I have a compound called francium perchlorate. If I have a compound called francium perchlorate, what's the chemical formula? Francium perchlorate. How will you write that down as a chemical formula?
FrCIO4.
FRC,
IO4.
is it I?
Yes.
Are you sure it's I?
Yes. Diba? Bakit ako?
Perchlorate.
L ba yan?
Chlorine yan. Chlorine.
iodine?
So Cl yan, perchlorate. Itong mga chloride, puro chlorine yan. So Cl yan, ClO lahat yan. So ang francium
Pagpila yung iodine.
perchlorate would be Fr
ClO4. 4.
Very good. FrClO4. So let's write that down. ClO4. Okay. And then 4. All right. Now, FrClO. Very good. So now, how do you compute for the atomic mass units? So let's write that down. Each ion one by one. Francium. How many francium ions do you have?
1.
1. What's that atomic mass unit of francium?
223.
223. Okay, so let's check. Very good. Okay, next. How about chlorine? How many chlorine ions do you have?
Korean, 1.
Okay, what's the atomic mass unit?
35.
Very good. And then lastly, oxygen. How many oxygen ions do you have?
4.
And then what's the atomic mass unit?
16.
Okay, now can you compute for the formula mass?
322.
Very good. Okay. And how about if I ask you to form a compound with a compound called gallium carbonate. What does gallium carbonate look like? Hmm. So what does gallium carbonate look like? What does it look like?
Ga2, open and close parenthesis, CO3, yeah, 3.
Uh-huh. Ano yun? So Ga2,
Open
open
parenthesis,
parenthesis.
CO3,
Uh-huh.
close parenthesis, 3.
Very good. Okay, can you compute for the formula mass?
Yes. 200.
Hirap. Di pa ako tapos. So, gallium is gallium carbonate. So, that's oops. Tapos, oxygen is 16 times. Eh? Ano sagot mo?
200.
200 ba? Ilang
But-
gallium meron ka?
Dalawa.
Dalawa.
Hmm.
Dalawa. So, dapat 140 plus carbon. Ilang
Ay,
carbon?
mali. Tatlo
Ah.
palang carbon. Tatlong carbon, tapos 9 na oxygen. Mali. Ayun, mali. 44. 324.
Very good. Okay. Don't forget atomic mass unit. Okay. Don't forget the
Yes.
label. All right. Okay. Now, wait up. So I'll stop sharing first. And I'm gonna pause.